Hey guys, what's up? I'm here with a review of the newest short film from director Sam Salerno. This is the guy who directed Dark Side of the Womb, which I covered on my channel, as well as Kiss My Ashes, which I covered last December, and Death by a Thousand Cuts, which I covered, I believe, in June, and that is on my best of the year list for this year. This is his newest short film, just premiered at Shockfest in Las Vegas. I'm talking about Tunnel Vision. So this movie has to do with a young man who is hypnotized by his therapist after he mentions to her that he is having reoccurring dreams about a tunnel that runs underneath the cemetery in his town where his family is buried. And she puts him under hypnosis and basically allows him to travel into this dream world and see and experience what this tunnel has to offer him. And yeah, it reveals some terrible secrets that you might not understand unless you've seen Death by a Thousand Cuts. So this film is proof further that Sam is definitely growing as a filmmaker. This is a major improvement on the normal narrative-driven films that he's done. You know, you look at Dark Side of the Womb, which is an immensely charming and enjoyable movie, in my opinion. And then you look at, Kiss My Ashes, which I didn't enjoy as much, but that film didn't look nearly as cheap or low budget as Dark Side of the Womb did. And then you have this, which is a normal, non-found footage, narrative-driven film. Keep in mind that Death by a Thousand Cuts was found footage. And it's arguably his best movie so far from a technical standpoint. It's very competent. It's, I'm not going to sit here and say that it feels like it's a studio film or anything, but it's definitely kind of surprising in how good of quality it is. Not that Sam's a bad filmmaker, but it's great to see how much he's grown as an artist. And this film was kind of a spin-off of Death by a Thousand Cuts. When Sam started working on Death by a Thousand Cuts, he essentially wanted to do a feature, but he couldn't get the funding for it, so he just shot that short film, and now it's kind of becoming a series of short films. And the shorts pair together quite well, with Thousand Cuts being this realistic, disturbing, depressing, found footage gore film, and Tunnel Vision being this very surreal, almost kind of absurdist, psychological horror short. The movie is extremely surreal, and definitely pretty damn creepy. Probably Sam's creepiest movie he's done yet. And, like I said, technical aspects, very well made. The acting in this film is pretty good. The writing is fine, it's a short film, so there isn't really much to talk about without giving everything away, so I'm just going to kind of cut it off here. Now, if you do want to check out the original short film, Death by a Thousand Cuts, you can check the link at the top of the description. It will take you to not just to the film itself, but it'll also take you to an Indiegogo campaign that Sam is doing right now in an attempt to raise some funds to complete the Death by a Thousand Cuts feature film. If you want to support it, go ahead and support it. This film has been about 2 years in the making, and Sam really wants this to come together and work out and work this into a feature. If you do have a couple extra grand laying around, you can even get the human skin blanket prop from Death by a Thousand Cuts as a reward for the campaign, which I think is hilarious, because that prop is really great. It was done by James Bell, who is a very good effects guy and independent filmmaker himself. But you can get that as a reward. Either way, just a little added note before I finish this review. Obviously, I did enjoy this film quite a bit, but this review is of a screener version of the film. That is a 10-minute long rough cut that was completed for a film festival in Las Vegas. This version was completed in like a month, maybe less than a month, I think. So the release version, when this does get released, might be a bit different. If some more editing takes place, some more shooting takes place, and if Death by a Thousand Cuts, the feature, does actually happen, then this could be something completely different as a feature. Either way, this is definitely something I very much enjoyed. It's a fun little 10-minute short. And this is definitely going on my best of the year list, right next to Death by a Thousand Cuts. I'm just gonna put them in the same slot because they're part of the same kind of series, and I don't want to take up a whole other spot with another short film because there are quite a few short films on my best of the year list this year, surprisingly. Either way, that's it for this one. This is Biscuit Boo Horror Reviews signing off. Peace.